take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I swear I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I swear I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. Next level.
Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Fielded right around the 8. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He'll get this to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect? Keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 38, Jones. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Complete to George Pickens. A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Going to run the toss here to Harris. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, allegiance my soul forever. I murder my adolescents, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping whenever I'm in your town. The warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she is back. Finna guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reasonite, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negocio con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye, people down. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody funny do it now. Uptown, all the way down through the south. Nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on
Got a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you
get
miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? No, I should say, covered well.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mills. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
he's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Mills.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mills on first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also the offensive line wants to keep everyone in it.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Play action now. Mills. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3.
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 88 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 27.
They go play action. Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Here's Mills.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens.
78 yards.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, Mills.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow.
Oh, wide open, complete, touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
42, Texans 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play fake, Mills. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 43-yard line. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Cooks on the quick slant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. First down, Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 28 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now it's blocked. The Steelers get it. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones to throw on third down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mills now.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Pierce now up the middle.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw is Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Give to Pierce. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mills to throw it. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Steelers first down.
Throwing Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Steelers.
Jones now on first down.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jahan Dotson,
48 yards.
And the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 20. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fourth down, Mills.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Six-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Mills. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
By T.J. Watt, a 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Trucks over him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.